Welcome back to another lap of Falcon's followers. Last time, Tinsel and the Duelists actually wound up in Mute City while following Falcon, while he takes a relaxation area and winds up in a bet race. Silver Nielsen actually wanted Falcon to win that race. And since Tinsel is involved with a few couple of minors, they decided not to go to Casino Palace. And it's good for Tinsel because she never liked casinos nor games based on luck. So in the end, Falcon, aka Famicom, actually won that race. And while doing so, he found out that Black Shadow is wreaking havoc and lightning, to which Tinsel and Duelists never been before. So, what will they find? Well, let's find out. Alright, lap 4. Want to talk about fun? This is indeed one of them. Excepting this one time, I never had trouble with it. Little did I know I was supposed to wipe out Mike before I reached the goalpost first. Though higher difficulties can be an exception. Bloody Chain Challenge makes them bleed more profusely than a heart artery. You'll see what I mean. Silver Comet continued to chase after the elusive Blue Falcon, while heading toward the lightning pit stop on the hunt for Black Shadow. The newsbreak made the trio wonder who and or what that demon is. Yugi and Joey munching in the back seat have speculated that he's another opponent straight from the Shadow Realm. Even Tinsel wasn't positive of his identity nor his capabilities, which made him the most mysterious. They even concluded he's nothing but a walking nightmare hell-bent on mayhem and massacre. But their deep thoughts were interrupted by the incoming street gang while racing through the big blue highway. The entryway was dark, and the ambush was much of a surprise, as one of the colorless wild boars rammed into them, to which they had witnessed this.
Just starting.
Oh man, this does look intense. Alright. Everyone sped ahead and the bounty hunter was on the chase. He figured his best chance was to wipe out most of the dummy cars, but mostly crush Michael Chain. The result would probably allow safer passage, and perhaps cause the street gangs to disband and scatter away like wimpy bullies. So he went on the pursuit. Tinsel advised the duo to speed ahead amongst the clashing machines, as the Comet was never good at taking damage. This was an endurance test for all of them before they could reach the warp gate leading to Lightning. She figured sarcastically this was a good way to get there since they'd be conducted by electricity from the water vapor left over. Unfortunately, this was the shortcut to the next location, so they didn't have a choice. Silver Comet beelined past the group, and the Punks and Falcon were too busy to notice its illuminating presence. Falcon just kept on bashing and destroying nearly every Grey Wall boar as they clustered in small groups, which was very unwise as it made them easy to demolish with a well-timed side or spin attack. Even some of the streetlights became inanimate targets. At least the surviving guests would be extremely lucky they wouldn't fall into the ocean below. Finally, he made it up to the head honcho. Mike began to chase an unknown automobile of sorts, but he was easily distracted by the predatorial bird. Unlike his cronies, his machine was the most durable and trickiest. His hide was as thick as 1,000 mastodons, and the Falcon just kept slipping. The Negro himself was undoubtedly aggressive as he attempted to hit Falcon directly with a few threats of his own. The wrath was still going on after they crossed over the massive pit area, where it was the only one on the nocturnal highway. Meanwhile, the trio left the car behind and set up a trap to the enemies yonder. Yugi and Joey shuffled their decks, and the kid drew a few. The turtle cannon was the first, as a thick green reptilian creature emerged with a turret on its large shell. There was also a little fur ball with jotted limbs and wide, beady eyes. It was known as Karibo, a monster that screams the phrase, "Looks can be deceiving." He loaded himself up to the shooter, then Yuki drew out a final card. A golden X was etched on its face. It was the multiply card. As he laid it down, the turtle itself shot off the brown cutie into the air. It landed toward the gang below, while more of those buddies formed. They were watching and waiting as Falcon was leading the pack, with Michael Chain clipping his wings. To which they witnessed this.
Oh no! After Falcon! Don't lose him! Go! Go after it! What are you doing?
You know, I actually like Michael Chain voiced in GX rather than Dan Green. No offense, but the one in GX is actually a little more intimidating. Although, the wild boars were actually running away from something. And Falcon didn't know the shooting stars that were landing straight for them, although they weren't really comets or meteors. They were just a bunch of Karibo that latched onto each of the boars, but Mike's. Every one of the passengers illuminated and the machines exploded on contact mere seconds later. Through the smoke, it was hard to tell whether or not Mike was one of the unfortunate victims. What truly mattered that it was smooth sailing from here. And so, the Duelists and Tinsel resumed their odyssey. Wow! That was amazing, guys! I thought so. Indeed, I used to pull off that same stunt we were in that virtual world, remember? Yeah, you incinerated those flying beasts so we could have access to that castle of illusions where Monkuba and Kaiba were. Exactly. So I figured with a nasty gang that size it was necessary. Great move, you two. I could actually pick up a few pointers from you guys. Falcon already went under the checkpoint saying lightning area in neon blue and having one bolt on top of each post. The terrific trio headed there on the double. If you have seen the flashback scene, that was Tinsel actually used the same tactic. She actually took it into heart, borrowed Karibo and Multiply, and did just that on the bloody chain. It was unknown whether or not Mike was caught in the crossfire, but rest assured he'll have his eventually. By the way, even though it was filler, I consider the Virtual World saga to be one of the best moments from the classic series. So the team and Falcon are on their way to Lightning with no interference. Stay tuned for one of the most intense laps ever. Alright, next time in Falcon's Followers, Tinsel and the Duelists will follow Falcon to Lightning. What will they find there? Well, find out next time.